Okay.
Okay.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So glad you're here. This video is going to be just about mom and me and our journeys and our experience with keto and fasting and why this time is just so different for us. We also want to give you some tips, and we didn't really take notes for this video, so we're just going to kind of wing it. And yeah, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Turn the bell on for notifications so you're notified of my videos. Truly love hearing from you guys too, so leave me a comment below. We are not doctors or medical professionals, so this is just our personal experience, our personal opinions on keto and losing weight and everything related to it. So if you do have any questions, always check with your doctor first.
Yeah. I agree.
So a little background, if you're not new to my channel, then you pretty much know my background, but for those who are new, welcome by the way. I am the incredible shrinking Steffi, and I'm on a journey to lose a total of 200 pounds, and I have been trying to lose weight my entire life. I've tried absolutely everything. I even had gastric bypass surgery, which was successful. I did lose weight, but I ended up gaining about 100 pounds back after I had my babies. I've been doing keto and intermittent fasting for the last 24 weeks, and I am down 48 pounds. And I just believe that this time is different. And I started this YouTube channel when I was 291 pounds, and I'm now 243. And I just want to help inspire others to just get healthy and become, healthier, better versions of themselves, because that is ultimately my goal. And it's such a learning process, and I want to help you as well. So I have been obese my entire life. I grew up as a fat kid, and I kind of feel like that was always my identity. That was who I was. And I've never ever been thin, with the exception of that small time after gastric bypass surgery, but I wasn't there long enough to even feel it. So I feel like I've always been fat. I've always been obese and morbidly obese. I mean, I reached 374 pounds, and that was my highest weight. And so obviously I got some, issues going on in there for me to reach almost 400 pounds. So that is what this journey is truly about, is just figuring myself out and learning from it, and, overcoming this food addiction, and, living a life of health for the rest of my life, choosing a healthy life. That doesn't mean that I'm not gonna screw up. It doesn't mean that I'm not gonna make mistakes. I'm always gonna make mistakes, but it's just about learning how to bounce back from those mistakes and forgiving yourself.
I grew up and everyone called me fat, but I look at the pictures now and I don't think I was fat, but they were all calling me fat. And so I grew up with that mindset, and my mom always told me, because my brother and my sister that came before me didn't like to eat anything, but when I was born, I loved everything, and she just kept giving it to me, so I blame her. Anyway.
It's all her fault. It's always the mom's fault, right?
Of course it is. So I always had that mindset, and I've been on many, many, many diets, but when I was in high school, I looked really good, and I don't remember, I went on a grapefruit diet. I remember that was my first diet.
I remember that.
And I had grapefruit and bacon, and I did it for a week, and I lost 15 pounds or something like that, and it was amazing.
Everything works when you put bacon with it.
I know, right? And I used to go roller skating. I was pretty active, so that helped too. But after I had kids, I had 3.
I remember pictures. You were skinny.
Yeah.
You were really skinny. You were skinny when you
I was skinny
were pregnant
after
with me.
I was skinny after
And
you,
after.
all 3 of you. Yeah. I lost a lot of weight after I stopped breastfeeding you. I just lost it all, and I was really thin.
So that's the difference between us and our journeys. I've never been thin, but you have felt it.
Yes,
you have
I
experienced that, so
Yeah.
you know how it feels.
Yeah.
I don't know which one's worse. Not ever feeling
Not
it,
ever.
or feeling it and wanting it back.
Yeah.
So bad. You know what I mean?
And then the first time I did low carb, I was in 2007, and I lost a ton of weight. I looked really good. And then I quit smoking. And I am a very addictive person. And when I quit smoking, which I smoked a lot, I had replaced it with food. And not good food. Candy.
Of course.
Junk, chips. And regular food too. But I gained so much weight. But in my mind, it's better than smoking. It's better than smoking. And since then, I've been on low carb and off low carb and on low carb, and I've been up and down. Up and
Yo-yo
down,
dieting.
up and down. Terrible.
Yep.
Until June 29th, 2020. We decided, because we have to look good for a wedding. I don't know what happened, but it clicked.
Yeah.
And we're both doing really good.
Something's different.
Yeah.
She started a month before me.
Yep.
And tell us how much weight you've lost.
I have lost 57 pounds.
57 pounds since June
June 29th.
2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just amazing. So,
I've slowed down though.
Yes.
It's slowed down.
Me too.
So it's a
but that's part of that. That's keto. That's low
Yeah.
carb. That's the low carb life. Is
Yeah.
that it's constantly a roller coaster. You're constantly going up and down. But you're gonna reach a point where it just kind of stops. You reach a
Yes.
plateau, and then nothing you do helps. Like I've done an egg fast, which does. We really.
I did it too.
We need to make that video. Yeah, Mom and I have different opinions on the egg fast. Yeah, I love it.
I hate it.
Yeah, we should make an egg fast video.
Yeah.
But anyway. So, and so I'm constantly, changing things up and trying to get the weight moving again. But if your body doesn't want to lose weight, it's not going to lose weight. So you just have to trust the process and be patient. And man, I am not a patient person. I am not a patient person at all.
Not either.
And when
You're
I'm trying,
worse, though.
I'm way worse.
Yeah.
And when I'm trying to lose weight, it's like I want it to come off now. Like I need it to come off now. And that's something that I'm trying to learn as well. That I need to not, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Right.
It doesn't have to come off right now because it's a learning process. If I just lost weight like that, I wouldn't learn anything.
Right.
I have to go through those bad times and those struggles, those obstacles, because that is where growth happens. I'm going to learn from that. And that is all part of the transformation. So if you're trying to rush it and you're trying to just get that weight to come off and you're getting frustrated when it's not, first figure out, are you doing anything wrong? And if you are, fix it. But if you're not doing anything wrong, just trust it and be patient, and just keep going. Just keep going one day at a time. It's hard. It is really hard, but we can do this. We just have to make that choice. We have to make the choice to keep going. And I'm making that choice. I'm making the choice this time to keep going. That is the one thing that I never did before. I always quit. And I know what it feels like to give up. And this time I'm not going to, because I want to know what it feels like to not give up. I say that all the time, but it's so true. Like I want to know what it feels like to just finally do it. So why do you think this time is different for you?
I'm not sure. What I noticed,
You made a comment about you now eat to live.
Right.
You don't live to eat.
Instead of living to eat. I always lived to eat. Oh, I just love to eat anything. And
I'm still that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still haven't overcome that
I
piece.
don't know why that clicked though. It's maybe my age. It's like I better.
Great. So I have to
smarten
get
up.
old.
Yes, you have to get old. No, but I do. I never did this before, but I stop eating when I'm full. I don't leave all that. I used to not be able to leave any food on my plate. I don't care if I was full or not. I had to finish everything, clean the whole plate.
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore. And that's
a huge accomplishment.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's one thing. And then the intermittent fasting.
Yes, fasting.
Oh my gosh, helps so much.
It just keeps you in check. And it's like if you're hungry, drink a coffee.
That's what
have some water. It does. And it's like it helps me to control my emotional eating. I have 3 kids, ages 4 and under. And so I stress eat. And so when I get stressed, in my fasting window, I can't eat. I can't eat. Like if I'm following that fasting schedule, I literally cannot eat. So what do I have to do? I have to feel those emotions and I have to deal with them. And that is something that I have never done my entire life because I've just ate my emotions.
Right.
Every time that I felt something, I know food is going to make me feel better because it always does. And it never let me down in that moment. I have spent, 30 plus years of just using food as a comfort. And I have to learn how to not do that. And that, I don't even know how to. I don't know how to. But that is just something that I'm learning right now. And fasting, gosh,
Yep.
fasting is honestly
That's
the
magic
best
bullet.
tool.
Yep.
Yes. And fasting and keto go hand in hand.
Yes,
They just go hand in hand. What happens when you fast? It gets your body into ketosis, right? And so that's what keto is all about, is it being in a constant state of ketosis. So they go hand in hand. If you're doing keto and you're not implementing intermittent fasting, I highly recommend that you
Definitely.
start fasting, because that really is the best tool.
I think that's the reason that all the other times I tried low carb after the first successful one, that it never worked.
Me too. That's the only thing that's different this time.
I think that's
Because
it.
it helps you learn how to deal with, your issues.
And I'm hungry. I'm hungry sometimes in the morning, really, really hungry, and I will not eat. I'll have a coffee.
Yeah. So fasting from both of us, biggest tip. Honestly,
Definitely.
like you should be fasting. Obviously, talk to your doctor. Everybody's different. Everybody has different bodies, and just check with your doctor first. But man, fasting is definitely,
And it works on an old person.
See, age doesn't matter.
No, it's harder to lose weight when you're older. I know that, but it does come off.
Just gotta be patient.
So, yes.
I personally think keto is the best lifestyle. I truly do. And that's my personal opinion. Everybody's different. People who don't understand keto are usually the ones who kind of stick up their noses at it because they don't get it. They don't understand it. And when they think, you're eating all that fat, that's
Right.
disgusting.
Yeah. Your body needs it.
Your body needs healthy fats.
Yes.
And oh man, I love the foods that we can eat on keto.
Yes, me too.
It's just great. And sometimes I just get in my own way and I'm like, I miss bread. I miss pasta, Girlfriend, you can eat bacon and you can eat sausage and eggs and, all this good, yummy food. And it's like, you really need to focus on the foods that you can eat rather than you can't. Because there are a lot of restrictions with keto. Obviously, you can't even eat a lot of vegetables.
Right.
You can't eat a lot of fruits, so it sounds a little weird sometimes, to someone who doesn't understand it, but it works.
It does.
It works. It is the best lifestyle out there, in my personal opinion. And honestly, it just gives me more energy. I'm never hungry. I'm emotionally hungry. I do get emotionally hungry.
Yeah.
But the cravings go away.
Yes.
Once you cut out that sugar and those carbs, your cravings will go away. You got to get past like the first week or two, but you never crave sweets when you don't eat them.
Right.
So why are we eating them? It's that addiction, and it's, if you're constantly feeding your body that sugar, it's going to want more.
I always used to have dessert after I ate. Always.
Yeah.
I had to have dessert.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, I don't ever
'Cause
crave
I'm
sweets.
full.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't ever crave sweets anymore. And oh man, I love that feeling. I love it. Only once a month I do crave sweets.
Yeah, well, I don't have to deal with that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky.
I know.
Another thing that I love about keto is you can literally substitute anything.
Yes.
Whatever you're craving, whatever your favorite foods are, you can substitute it. Is it going to taste exactly like the original? No, of course not. But man, some of them are pretty close.
Yeah.
I am on Pinterest all the time finding recipes and saving recipes, and there's really no excuse.
No.
There's really no excuse to not stick with it.
Right.
That's what I love about keto, is because I never feel deprived. I never feel deprived unless
No.
I get in my own head.
Right.
So another tip I did want to give you guys, if you are doing keto, low carb, make sure that you are keeping track of your macros, because as you continue to lose weight, you need less and less. So right now I'm stuck. Like I'm not losing weight like I was, which yes, that can be normal because I'm in that phase now, but I honestly think that I'm eating too much. I'm still eating the same amounts that I was almost 50 pounds ago. I need to be better about this. So I'm giving you guys this tip, but I'm also giving me this tip because I need to be better about tracking my food and knowing what my body needs right now. And if you lose another 10 pounds, you have to recalculate that. And so I honestly believe that is why I've slowed down a lot.
I don't eat enough.
And if you don't
eat enough,
if you don't eat enough, then your body's going to hold on to the weight.
and I think that's what's happening to me.
So it could just be anything, So tracking your food.
So tracking.
You got to track your food.
Which
You got to
I'm
know.
I'm not good at. And then some people need a few more carbs. Like we talked about that the other day, that
Yep.
I might need a little bit more carbs.
Yep. So you just have to experiment. You got to experiment, do it weekly and, just kind of change things around, figure out what your body needs, what you need specifically, because everybody is so different, so different.
Good carbs.
Good, healthy carbs.
Right.
Yes.
Like vegetable carbs.
Yes.
That type of thing.
Also, if you're doing keto, I've mentioned this in my videos before, but the best thing that you can invest in is a Keto Mojo. Oh my gosh. So we just got one for Christmas. Both of us did. And I just love it. I'm going to put the link in the description if you guys want to get a Keto Mojo. So make sure you know where your levels are at. Are you in ketosis? How is your glucose? What kicks you out of ketosis? If you want to figure out your body and how it works, Keto Mojo will do that. So I'm going to put the link in the description so you guys can get one, because I definitely recommend it.
Definitely.
I guess my biggest tip, other than intermittent fasting, is you got to give yourself some grace throughout this journey. And that's something that I'm learning to do. So I have mentioned it many times in my videos, and I'm going to mention it again because I really think that it is so important to just forgive yourself throughout this process, throughout this journey. And because you know what? If you don't, you're going to feel crappy all the time. If you're like me, you're going to turn to the one thing that's going to make you feel better, and that's food. So if you're constantly beating yourself up and making yourself feel like crap, then you're just going to want to eat even more. So you know what? If you messed up, fine. Give yourself some grace. Forgive yourself and just keep trying again. And don't worry about it. Just forget it. It's in the past.
What's done is done.
Right. There's nothing you can do to change it, so why dwell on it? It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. Just learn from it. That's what matters. And that is honestly the biggest tip that I can give you guys right now. Is just forgive yourself.
I agree.
I guess that is it, guys. If you have any questions or anything that I can answer, never hesitate to reach out. I'm always here to help you, and this is all a learning process. Also, I have a support group on Facebook called The Shrinkables. If you guys just need some support and you want to do it with others, why do it alone? We're not meant to do it alone, So join my group. The link is in the description, or you can find it on Facebook. It's The Shrinkables. And, it's just a community filled with people who want to lose weight and they don't want to do it alone. You do not have to be doing keto to be a part of the group. It's just anyone who just wants to lose weight and just wants that support and that accountability.
The people on there are great.
Yes.
You have any problem or anything, and everyone pitches in and gives you help to give you advice, and they're really, really great bunch of people.
Yeah, so definitely join the support group, and I guess that is it. So I hope we were of some help, and I hope this video wasn't too long. we can talk.
We can ramble.
Yeah, so. All right, guys, stay safe and choose health. I'll see you at the next video. Peace out. Peace out.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
It's recording.
Oh no.
Oh, I don't have my guideline.
Oh, leave me all alone. Keep leaving me. Don't like this.
How's my hair? Thanks. That was believable. Okay. Doesn't work with glasses. I am the incredible shrimp. That is the one thing both of me. Two of me over here, both of eyes. We know everything.
Yes.
I'm trying to look shorter so that you don't have to
Thank
look
you.
so short.
Because then I'm trying to look taller.
Right. See, now we're the same height.
We are almost.
My posture's great.
My nose is really itchy.
Itch it. I can edit, I might just take a clip like I did.
You can do a whole freaking video on the bloopers,
Oops, I'm still recording.
Oh, great! I said freaking.
That's not bad, Mom.
Okay.